Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Before we start our program about this Muslim scholar who exposed the Quran and the stupidity of the one who made the Quran, there is a Muslim in the chat. He said something Muslims always they say. He said Christian Prince is a liar. His name is You Need It True, James Livara. You should read Ibn Kathir about this verse. Ibn Kathir proved that CP is far liar. I don't know what verse you are talking about, but I'm going to Ibn Kathir, and in a second this guy, he will say I don't like Ibn Kathir. Let us see. Remember, he is the one who advised us to read Ibn Kathir. Okay, here we go. This is Ibn Kathir. As you see, this is the Muslim website. Ibn Kathir, chapter 86, verse number 1 to 10. The Quran says that women, they have a sperm coming from the location of the necklace, and the man have a sperm coming from the backbone. Now what he will say to you, he will say, don't read Ibn Kathir. Ibn Kathir is a liar. But a second ago, he was saying, don't read the Christian Prince. Christian Prince is a liar. Now, as long Ibn Kathir is the one who can explain things, well, here we go. Ibn Kathir explained the Quran very well. Quoting your prophet, explained that the woman, she have a sperm which is yellow and fine in texture, and the man, he have a sperm which is white and thick in texture, and the child will not be born except from both of them. And where this liquid is coming from, it's a gushing forth of fluid coming out of the screen of the private part of the woman and the man, and it is the backbone of the man and the ribs of the woman. So what he will say now, he will say Ibn Kathir is a liar. He will say I don't accept Ibn Kathir. Are you there, Abdul? Are you there? Here we go. This is Ibn Kathir. He's dead now. He is not even talking. He's not even moving. You know, that's it. He faint. You see how he faint? Where are you, Ibn Kathir boy? When I am not live on air, they are heroes. The second I start talking, they play dead. This is Ibn Kathir. You ask us to go to Ibn Kathir. This is Ibn Kathir. Here, read with me. And this is why I'm still single, because I don't want to go to the bedroom and then my wife, she take off her clothes, and instead of seeing a breast, I see testicles. I'm scared. Backbone, the sperm of the man coming from the backbone. This is what science teach. And women, they have a sperm since when? And the sperm of the women is coming from the location of the necklace of the ribs. Thank you very much for mentioning Ibn Kathir. Now he will not talk about Ibn Kathir. The second I change the topic, I'm not talking about him no more. He will start moving in the chat. It's like they are like cats and rats, you know. Now he is not talking. He's dead. What happened to you? Hello, Mr. What's your name? You need the true. You need the true. Okay, here we go. This is the true. Ibn Kathir. What do? You play dead. Did you take hashish? Or did you leave Islam or not yet? Anyway, bunch of kids. Now let us go back to our topic. Today our topic about a Muslim sheikh. He is from Iraq. And he is asking questions about how the Quran can be from God. Yet the Quran says stupid things. As we will, I will let him speak in Arabic and I will translate what he say, and we will make our comments. Now remember, this guy, he don't say he is an ex-Muslim. No, he's a sheikh still. All what he's saying, Quran cannot be from God. It's a stupid book. He worship Allah, but he don't accept the Quran to be the book of God. Listen carefully and let us see what the sheikh want to say to us. When we say that this is a book from Allah, this is the most insult to Allah. This is the start of the video. The sheikh, he just said, when we say the Quran is the word of Allah, this is the most insult to Allah. What else?
أنا أريد أنزه الله والذات المقدسة عن أن ينسب له مثل هذا الكلام.
We should never let a holy God be attached to such a stupid thing. You know, that this is an insult.
هذا كلام بشر.
This is the words of a human being.
مستحيل أن يكون فيه هذه اللخبطات.
This is a human being words, and there is no way God will say such a thing messed up.
البلاغية والعلمية.
In the language and in science.
يقولون أن أحمد القبنشي مثلا يطعن في الذات الإلهية.
They say that Ahmed Qabbanji, this is his name, he is insulting Allah. The fact, no. They are the one who insult
أنا
Allah.
أقول أنتم تطعنون السلفيين وعلماء الإسلام، أنتم تطعنون في الذات المقدسة إذا نسبتم هذا إلى الله.
You are the one who insult Allah, not me, by saying that the Quran is from Allah.
النبي ما جاب حجة على أن هذا هو جبرائيل. لا.
Muhammad, the Prophet Muhammad, supposedly is saying, he never brought any proof that the one who spoke to him is Jibreel. What is the proof?
هو يعرفه قبلا، لا هو طلب جنسيته، جوازه، هويته، بطاقة تموينية، شيء حتى يعرفه.
He never met him before. He never asked for a proof that he is Jibreel from God. He don't know anything about him. He don't even know. They did not ask him, do you have a passport? Do you have a proof? Anything. So how he knew that this is Jibreel?
بس هو قال أنا جبرائيل صدقني.
The guy, he said, I am Jibreel. Muhammad says, okay.
احنا ما نصدق، احنا لازم نثبت. الله قال لك مباشرة خاطبك، راح ادز لك واحد اسمه جبرائيل، انت اخذ بكل كلامه.
You know, if somebody told you that I am sent by God and my name is Jibreel, that's it, you take his words? You don't question or prove anything?
الله ما قال.
By the way, the video of his channel, it is down in the info in case for those who speak Arabic. All right.
يقولون أن أحمد القبنشي مثلا يطعن في الذات الإلهية. أنا أقول أنتم تطعنون السلفيين وعلماء الإسلام، أنتم تطعنون في الذات المقدسة إذا نسبتم هذا إلى الله.
Again, he's saying again, like it's repeated from the video, that they say that I am insulting Allah. The fact they are the one who insult Allah by saying this Quran is from Allah. There's no way.
لا يمكن للإله العظيم أن يتكلم بمثل هذا الكلام.
It's impossible for a great God to speak like in such a silly language.
بكل هذه التناقضات.
All these contradictions.
وبكل هذه الضعف البلاغي.
And the weakness in the Arabic language. You see, the Muslims, they say Quran is amazing Arabic. Do this guy, he speak Arabic? Is he a person who knows what Arabic is?
الموجود. الآن نأخذ سورة ونأخذ خطبة أيضا أخرى. سورة الرحمن. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن علم القرآن.
He is reading from the chapter of Ar-Rahman. So he says Ar-Rahman, he taught the Quran. And he will make a comment about that.
خلق الإنسان. إذن أول شيء علم القرآن ثم خلق الإنسان. عشان أنت تعلم القرآن علما.
He says the Quran says that Allah he taught the Quran and then he created the human. So he's saying, okay, Allah was teaching the Quran to who? If there's no human yet. And here he's showing you like in languages, like the language, it's stupid. You don't say that. You know, you have to bring things in order. So he taught the Quran and then he created the man. Okay, but who you were teaching the Quran to who? This is not about science. This is about now language. You know, Arabic language. You don't do that.
إذا بعدك ما خلق الإنسان. المفروض يقول خلق الإنسان علم القرآن.
He should say he created the man, human, and then he taught the Quran. You don't say he taught the Quran and then he created the man.
عشان تعلم القرآن للجن. هو القرآن نزل للعرب.
You were teaching Quran to who? To the genie? The Quran was sent to the Arab.
فإذا الإنسان أول ما خلق ثم القرآن. الآن يقول.
Supposedly, the one who was created first is the human, and then the Quran come, because this Quran is made for the human, right?
الرحمن علم القرآن علما علم ما ندري.
Allah, he taught the Quran to who? We don't know. To who? We don't know.
هو القرآن بعدين صدر بعد وجود الإنسان.
The Quran came long after the human being was created.
يقول خلق الإنسان. زين علمه البيان. الشمس والقمر بحسبان. شنو الشمس والقمر؟
The sun and the moon are in a scale. What does that mean?
يعني تدور بحساب. ما هي.
Said this is not important. Let it go.
والنجم والشجر يسجدان.
And the stars and the trees, they bow down to Allah. Okay, so let us see. Actually, the najm here, it's coming not as a star, it's coming as a small plant or like a small tree. But anyway.
إذا هو كل الكون ساجد الله بعد ليش تخصصه بالنجم؟ النجم يعني النبات الصغير. النجم والشجر يسجدان. مفخر الله الشجر يسجد.
I mean, what does God, talking about? He said that a small plant and big plant, trees, they bow down to Allah. I mean, what is this? If this is the God who created the universe, he is proud that the trees, they bow down to him? Small trees and big trees? Huh.
وكل المخلوقات تسجد.
Shouldn't all the creatures are bowing down to Allah supposedly?
ليش تخصص بس الشجر؟
Why only you say trees? What's special?
زين. والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان.
And the sky he raised it and he made a scale.
زين. صار هذا بعد بحوث علمية شلون الرفع؟ هو أساسا ماكو رفع للسماء.
According to science, there is no such a thing. It's called here lift up the sky. According to science, there is no such a thing.
لأنه السماء هي كرات تطوف بالسماء.
He's saying like the earth is supposedly is like a ball is swimming in the sky. So how you say we lift up the sky?
ما يعني مو فقط سقف الله رفعها.
Not how it's a ceiling Allah he lifted up. What is that?
هاي توهم الفكر الجاهلي.
This is the illusion of the stupid ones, the ignorant.
زين ألا تطغوا في الميزان يا أيها الناس لا تطغوا في الميزان.
Oh people, don't mess up the scale. The scale is like when you buy and sell. Let's say you want to buy 3 kilograms of potatoes, so don't cheat and make them less than 3 kilograms, okay?
على رأسي نصيحة أخذناها.
Okay, this is a good thing. We take an advice. Don't play with the scale, okay?
زين بعد شنو؟ وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان.
And he says, keep repeating again, and do the same, like, and do be just in the scale, and don't play with the scale.
مو هسه أنت قلت لنا لا تطغوا في الميزان.
But you just said in the verse before it, don't play with the scale.
هذا شنو؟
What is this? You know what I'm saying? You're saying if you just say to me, don't play with the scale, and we say thank you, why you are repeating the same thing in the verse just after? The same exactly.
ألا تطغوا في الميزان هي نفسها هاي العبارة.
It's the same.
يعني شرحها عبارة واضحة. جاي يشرح وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط.
He repeat again now. He can keep continuing saying the same. Once after once after once. Don't play with the scale.
ولا تخسر الميزان. هاي كلها كلمات متكررة.
This is always repeated. What the benefit of it?
يعني هو أنت قلت الآن ألا تطغوا في الميزان كافي. زين افتهمنا يلا. والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذي العصف والريحان. يعني النعم الإلهية جاي يعدد.
And then later he repeated how many blessings he gave us. Okay.
النعم الإلهية بعدين شنو أشياء عجيبة.
And then after what? Crazy stuff.
يقول فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
And he says, in the favor of your God you accuse of a lie.
من هم ما ندري.
He's talking to who? Who? Those who he's talking to who?
غير أول شيء تجيب الإنس والجن بعدين تقول هسه لحد الآن ذكر الإنس والجن ما جاء.
Until now he did not mention. He's talking to who? Did not mention neither genie or a human.
بعدين ذكر الإنس والجن. يعني هاي الآية منو فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان، ربكما منو هم؟
Those, who are those, you know? And here it's coming like for two individual. Who are those two? Who are they? Shouldn't you mention before you tell us you're talking to who and about who?
أنت ما ذكرت الجن والإنس.
And until now he did not mention neither genie or a human, so he's talking to who?
هسه عددت اللعنة الإلهية. قلت يا أيها الناس لا تطغوا في الميزان. رأسا تقول فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
You know, what is the connection? He's saying like you said how blessing Allah He gave to us, and then suddenly you speak about the scale, and then you speak about two. They should not accuse Allah of lying. But who are they? Well,
زين بعدين وراها يقول خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار وخلق الجان من مارج من نار فبأي. هل هذا معقولة؟ أول ما يجيب الفاعل يجيب الاسم الظاهر.
Now he's speaking about Arabic grammar. He says grammatically here it's more makes sense. He created the human from صلصال وفخار. Okay.
بعدين يجيب شنو؟ الضمير. مو هنا يجيب يعني أي بلاغة هذه.
So this is you know, like this. There's a stupid here. Stupid mistakes always that you don't talk about a person before you mention who is the person you are talking about.
يجيب الضمير قبل الاسم الظاهر.
You bring, like you say he, but you don't say who is he. You know what I mean? Mentioning he without saying he who. Who is he?
هذه بلاغة هذه.
Oh, this can be a good language.
وكل هذه المآسي البلاغية في القرآن المفسرين والبلغاء يصوروها أنه هذه قاعدة بلاغية.
All those disasters in the Quran, the Muslim scholars, they claim that this is like this is the base of a grammar. Like this is the Quran created this base, which is obviously not from Arabic and it's stupid. But because it's in the Quran, they have to say, oh, the Quran must be right.
قاعدة تقديم الضمير على الاسم.
Where you put he before you put the name, you know, you never mention the name and you put he before.
هي خطأ.
But this is wrong.
إذن هي أول اسم الظاهر بعدين.
Then you put the name and then you put the he for or she.
الضمير يعود على المتقدم.
The one, this he or she should go back to the person you spoke about already, not the opposite.
ما يعود على المتأخر. هذا خطأ بلاغي.
It doesn't go for someone who will come later.
لكنه مفسرين وعلماء الإسلام رأسا يسووها في قاعدة بلاغية والقاعدة اختراع القرآن.
And they say, oh, this is a grammar made by the Quran, and they make it a grammar. They which means they fabricate.
وما جاء زين. وخلق الجان من مارج من النار. زين. خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار. هو الصلصال هو الفخار.
Let me explain to you what he's saying here. Because maybe you will not notice unless this website keeps giving me advertising in my screen. Anyway, just to show you the verse he was mentioning about, and here you will see that how stupid this verse is. He says, خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار. من صلصال كالفخار. Let us hear what he will say and we will die laughing. We will go back here.
شنو معنى كالفخار؟ يعني جاي تشبه الشيء بنفسي. تراجعون اللغويين الصلصال هو الطين الجاف المحمى على النار. هو الفخار.
So look what he's saying. You go check any dictionary, you will find that salsal is the same word for fakhar. So how you say he made him from salsal kal fakhar, but what fakhar is a salsal. Salsal is, simply is a clay which is heated by fire, and this is what fakhar is. You see here in translation in English doesn't show, but it's stupid. It's like saying the water is the same as the water, or saying I made you like a glass, made you I made you of a glass like a glass. So when he say here his question, how in the world the one who made this verse, he say, I made the human the same as fukhar, which is like, you know, those containers, you made them from mud, you know what I mean? What they call them in English? Sounding clay. The one you burn, like you make it in a shape and then you put it in a fire to give it strength. So he's saying salsal and fakhar is the same thing. So how you say I made him from salsal the same as fakhar? But fakhar is salsal. What kind of God? He do not know that salsal and fakhar is the same word. It's like saying I made you BMW like BMW, like the guy when I give me BMW, you know. So I made you BMW like the BMW, but this is BMW. No, not ceramic. You know, the one, you know. Come on, guys, don't make it complicated. Yeah, they oh boy, they don't know what I'm talking about. Give me a second. All right. Do you know now what I'm talking about? Ready clay, you mix it together. Usually in the old villages, old days, the women, they step in it to keep mixing it very well, or they use like a very, you know, handmade machine to mix it very well together. And then they put it inside an oven. They put high heated fire, and they heat it, and then became strong, and they use it in the house for drinking water, for cooking, you know, and all this is what they use. So the Quran says, I made you salsal kal fukhar, but salsal is the same as fukhar. So the Sheikh is questioning how stupid this statement is, to say that I made you fukhar or salsal kal fukhar when both are the same. How that can be a strong language? You know what I mean? Obviously the one who wrote the word, he do not know that this is the same word. All right.
الفخار تشبه بالفخار، الفخار تشبه بالفخار.
You say fakhar is the same as fakhar? You say Pepsi is the same as Pepsi?
هاي شلون؟ زين. فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان؟ رب المشرقين ورب المغربين. زين.
The Lord of the two east and west. I don't know if you will explain this one, but I will explain it if you did not.
المشرقين كلها لها 20 تفسير.
All of this have like a 20 interpretation. You know, the Muslims, in order to explain how stupid Muhammad is, they give you all the interpretation trying to solve the problem. How in the world we have two east and two west? How we have two east and two west? We cannot have two east and two west. But because Muhammad is a false man, he's a fool, he thought because the sun in the winter appear from different place where the sun appear in the summer. So he thought those are two east and two west. You see it? Allah is God, and he is saying he is the Lord of the two east and the two west. Right? And look at the Muslims in the chat. In order to avoid the disaster we are speaking about in their God, a stupidity, they start quoting different things to change the topic. You know, it's embarrassing. They don't want to say, okay, well, what kind of God he think there's two east? Just because the sun appear from different location in the winter, so we think there's two east and two west? Let it go. We go back to the Sheikh. He's spanking Allah very well. I like it when Muslims they spank Allah for me. I sit and I'm listening and enjoying. I do not need to do the job. Here we go. Thank you, Sheikh.
مشرقين شنو؟ يعني مرة يقول رب المشرق والمغرب، مرة يقول المشرقين والمغربين، مرة يقول المشارق والمغارب.
Once he say two east and two west. Once he say the Lord of east, because there's many east, and and once they say the Lord of many west. So what is that?
إذا أنت من أول قول له واحد عندنا لو اثنين لو
Either you say there's one east or two, and that's it. I mean, why you keep saying east, east, two east, one east? Just say it. Tell us how many east we have. Just tell us.
10.
Not 10.
مو كل مرة في الشكل.
Not each time different one. Either it's one east or two east. Not every verse is different story.
زين إيه بيه تفسير. زين مرج البحرين يلتقيان.
The two seas who meet.
بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان. يعني اكو بحرين، بحر مالح وبحر حلو كل المفسرين. وبينهما برزخ لا يبغيان. هذا لحد الان ما يندرى وين.
The Quran says there is two seas, and between them there is a barrier, and they never met. Until now we cannot find where is that. What is this? One is salty and one is fresh. Where we can find them?
بحر مالح وبحر حلو وما يتصلن. هذا
There is an ocean of salty water and ocean of fresh water. Where we can find them? Where we can find them?
تطور ووصل الأجرام السماوية وكل شبر بالأقمار الصناعية معروف عند علماء الطبيعة.
Human being, he have now satellite. They went to the space. They study every inch in this earth. So where we can find this salty water and fresh water?
حتى باطن الأرض
They knew what is inside the earth.
يدرون. أما لحد الآن ما شافوا أكو بحر مالح وبحر حلو.
Until now, nobody found there is an ocean which is salty and ocean which is fresh. Where we can find that?
زين هسه إذا أكو فد مكان بعدهم ما مكتشفيه، شنو ربط ويا هاي نعمة على الإنسان؟ ماكو.
And then what is the connection with this? This is a blessing for a human being. What is that?
بعدين نقول فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. هاي نعمة عظيمة. إذا كان بحر حلو بحر مالح، أي نعمة ولحد الآن ما.
Where is the blessing when you say there is a fresh water sea and the salty water sea? And where do we get that? I mean, what a blessing. We can't even find it. To talk about we have a blessing of something, we should have it. Where we have it?
حد يعرف وين صايرة.
Nobody knows even where it is.
مثلا القرآن يقول خلق الديناصورات في قبل 100 مليون سنة فبأي آلاء ربكما.
Imagine that Quran says that Allah, He created the dinosaur by 1,000,000 years ago. How you accuse Allah of lying?
شنو الديناصورات شنو نعمة علينا؟
But what does have to do with the blessing of Allah by mentioning the dinosaur? For sure, the Quran did not mention dinosaur, but He is saying, imagine.
هذا شيء مو محسوس.
Because this is not something we never saw, we never touch.
ولا واحد شايفه. أي نعمة. زين بعدين يقول ويخرج منهما اللؤلؤ والمرجان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
And then He says, from it, pearls and coral come from it. From what? From the salty sea and the fresh water.
زين اللؤلؤ والمرجان ما الملوك الفقراء العرب الجاهليين أصلا ما شايفين لؤلؤ.
He's saying, well, the pearls and the coral, those are for kings. For kings. So how this is a blessing from Allah? The poor, they never have that. When you say blessing for who? How pearls and coral is a blessing for mankind?
زين على شنو أنت تمن على الناس جميعا أنه هسه تقول التفاح البرتقال الخبز اللحم كل الناس يستفادون.
If I say that Allah, He bless us with apples, fruits, meat, bread, we say, okay, all people have benefit, but saying coral and pearls, this is only for kings. So what is the blessing here?
اللؤلؤ والمرجان بس الملوك. أنت خاطب الملوك.
Are you talking to kings only? This is the blessing?
اللي يستفادون من اللؤلؤ والمرجان. سنفرغ لكم أيها الثقلان. يهدد. سنفرغ لكم أيها الثقلان. يعني إنسان مشغولين إحنا. عندنا شغل.
And he says, okay, wait, I will, I will have time for you later. And he's saying, no, so he's busy. What is that? Allah saying he's busy now?
جاي لبدي السماوات والأرض فاليوم يجي نتفرغ لكم. هاي تشبيه بالإنسان يعني.
This is a human talk, saying like a human. Okay, a day will come and I will be not busy. I will come after you.
فبأي ربكما تكذبان، يعني هسه هو جاي يهدد ومع ذلك يقول.
And he repeat the same sentence, which is watch in the favor of your Lord you deny, which is stupid to repeat the same sentence anyway.
فبأي ربكما تكذبان، غير فشي نعمة تذكر زين. يا معشر الجن والإنس. شوف هذه اللي يقول آية علمية.
Some they say this is scientific verse. Oh, mankind and genie. Okay. Some they say it's scientific verse. Let us see what it is.
تثبت أنه القرآن كتاب علم طابق العلم.
Prove that the Quran is matched with science. He's saying this. Many Muslims they say that.
يا معشر الجن والإنس إن استطعتم أن تنفذوا من أقطار السماوات والأرض فانفذوا. تريدون تروحون للقمر للمريخ فانفذوا. لا تنفذون إلا بسلطان. دول علماء الإسلام.
He's saying if you can pass by the zone of the earth and the heaven, pass, but you cannot pass. And then he says, and the Muslim scholar they say, or this the one who claims science.
لا المحدثين المتأخرين.
Those the new ones, not the old one, the new, like, you know, new generation, YouTube generation.
صادر القمر شيء قالوا شوفوا هذه آية تدل أنه القرآن يقول أنه سوف تصعدون بسلطان، يعني السلطان يعني صواريخ.
So you say that some of them, like those, like Mimi and Fifi and Susu, they say, oh, see this verse, it says you will not go up to the sky unless by an authority. They say, oh, this authority here means the spaceship. The authority of Allah became spaceship. He's making fun of them.
كان هذا كشف علمي.
This is a discovery, scientific discovery, they say.
هو ما يقولون الآية الأخرى اللي وراها، المصيبة اللي وراها.
They don't mention the disaster come after it. You see, he's making fun of them. So they say to you, this is about Allah predict that a human being will go to heaven, the space, but they will not mention the verse after it, which is a disaster.
يقول يرسل عليكما شواظ من نار ونحاس فلا تنتصران.
He send on you flame and copper to burn you, and you will not prevail. You will not be able to accomplish your mission, which is what? To go out of the space of the earth, from the zone of the earth.
مستحيل توصلون للقمر.
So it's impossible to go to the moon.
وصلوا.
Well, they are there. Hello. وصلوا. شلونك عيني شلونك؟ شو مخلي على عيونك؟ Muslims, are you listening? Those who speak Arabic. Did you hear? How the Quran says you cannot go to the zone of the out of the earth, and then he's saying to you, but they are there. How the Quran says that?
وصلوا وتحدوا القرآن وصلوا.
Well, people, they are there and they challenge the Quran, and they are there already.
صدق شافوا اكو شهوب نازك لبسوا درع وخلوا خوذه وكذا ووصلوا وتحدوا رب القرآن وكل شيء ما صار بهم رجعوا.
Well, those people, they have a suit, they put a helmet in their head, they went to the space, and they took images, they saw the meteor, they saw the stars, and they came back safe, and nothing happened to them. Where is the threat of the Quran that Allah will burn them?
سالمين غانمين.
They came back safely, and they win. You know, they accomplish their mission.
وين تقول فلا تنتصران?
So where this verse says you will never accomplish, and let us go to the verse so you can see the stupidity. Here we go. Here this is about the two bodies of the salty water, and by the way, the Muslim, they made a scientific miracle about this, which is stupid, because what the Quran claim, you see here the translate, it says the two bodies of flowing water. It's not bodies, it's two seas. It says in Arabic Bahrain. This is a lying translation. Between them a barrier will never transgress, which means they will never meet, ever. The Muslim, they fabricate videos, they say, oh, this is salty water and fresh water in the sea. That the Quran says they will never meet, they will never transgress. Why? The barrier here is a barzakh, which is a dry land, So the stupid Muhammad, he thought, as long as we dig into the ground, we find fresh water, That's mean we have an ocean of fresh water and ocean of salty water, and Allah don't not allow them to mix. He put the land between them. Science. And then here he says, speaking about Allah challenging the human being and the genie to go out of the zone of the earth and the heaven. And the Muslims here, he said, those YouTubers, they say, oh, this is science, because Allah, he says, you will not pass unless by the authority of Allah. And the authority of Allah is the spaceship. So the NASA is the authority of Allah. And he said, well, they don't mention to you the verse after it, which is a disaster. Because Allah, he says, if you try to go there, Allah will smoke you by fire and by copper. And he will burn you. And you will never go there. You see it? This is how stupid this Quran is. This is an honest Muslim sheikh saying the truth, that the Quran is a hilarious comedian stupid book. And this guy, by the way, he did not leave Islam. He is a Muslim. He believes in Allah, but he said the Quran cannot be the book of Allah. Obviously, this is the most stupid book ever. Arabic is wrong. Science is wrong. Sentences are wrong. History is wrong. Everything in this book is absolutely wrong. So how this can be from Allah if Allah is God? Isn't it? This is accusing Allah of being a liar, because obviously they went to the sky. You know, that's mean Allah is a liar if this is true, if the Quran is from Allah. This is why I say, when I claim that this is the Quran, is the book of Allah, this is the biggest insult to Allah. The biggest insult.
أنا أريد أنزه الله والذات المقدسة عن أن ينسب له مثل هذا الكلام.
Me myself, I will lift up Allah from such a stupid book. For Allah way higher than this. No way this is a book can be from him.
هذا كلام بشر.
This is a words of a human. Cannot be from God.
كلام الله مستحيل أن يكون فيه هذه اللخبطات.
There is no way Allah will speak in such a lakhbatat. Lakhbatat in the Iraqi accent, trying to explain to you, like messed up garbage, you know, like lakhbatat. خربيطة. ها؟ خربط يخربط خربوط. يا بني خربوط. قد جئنا بمحمدكم في حبل ومربوط. And the Muslims in the chat, they are saying this is a fake sheikh. I mean, this guy is very well known. He go on TV. He, you know, but this is a fake sheikh. Even this guy is a fake sheikh. You know, how come they did not say to him, show us your face? Show us your face. Show us your face. I challenge you, I would debate you. Show me your face. Here we go. He have his name. He have his face. He's a very well-known person. And if you look at the crowd, there's hundreds of people. They attend his lectures where he teach in the mosque.
البلاغية والعلمية.
He says the messed up book by language and by science.
فإذا انشقت السماء فكانت وردة كالدهان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. انشقت السماء كالوردة. شوف هل يعني وين تشبيه السماء، وانشقت السماء صارت كالوردة.
He says that the Quran says the sky split asunder like a flower. He says, what is that? Remember here he's talking about, like, Allah is saying, didn't you see it? You know, انشقت السماء. It's in the past. But where this happened? When we saw it? Because supposedly you are showing us something supposedly we see. So the stupid Muhammad, he described here when the sun rise, how the sky became, there's two lines. There's line of darkness and line, I don't know what they call it in English. Like in the horizon, you will see like a thin line of light going up. This is when the sun is start coming, right? So he said here, it is split as a flower. How you accuse Allah of being a liar. He says, what does this have to do with how the sky is not a flower?
يعني هذا تشبيه معقول؟ يعني تشبيه بلاغي هو هذا؟ يعني
What is that? This is a strong language? What is this? He's saying.
وردة تشبه السماوات المنشقة؟
The flower is like the sky? How is that?
أي مثال بلاغي الذي لا يستطيع البشر أن يأتوا بمثله.
What kind of a language the Muslim claim that this is no human can come with this. He's saying this is silly, stupid. This is from God.
شوف هاي مصيبة.
This is the disaster. Look at the disaster. They claim that this is from God.
يعني الأمثال القرآنية يعني مأساة.
It's actually, hold on. Let me translate the word مأساة. Somebody help me. مأساة. Tragedy. The science in the Quran is a tragedy. He just said that. The science in the Quran is a tragedy. Tragedy. Listen again.
أن يأتوا بمثله. شوف هاي مصيبة. يعني الأمثال القرآنية يعني مأساة. يعني يقولون أمثال بلاغية عظيمة لا يستطيع البشر مثلا الله نور السماوات والأرض.
They say this is a great example by God. No human can come with it. No one can come with it like it. Nobody.
زين واضحة كلمة حلوة بليغة الله نور السماوات والأرض جميل حلوة يريد يمثلها.
Okay, so the Quran says that Allah is the light of the earth and the heaven. He said this is beautiful, this is nice. So now he want to make it look like something. He give an example of that. How that?
مثال يجيب مثل نوره كمشكاة مثل لاله المشكاة في زجاجة الزجاجة في كذا لا شرقية ولا غربية فيها زيت يضيء ولو لم تسهر شبكها لخبطها فالصفحة كاملة يمثل الله نور السماوات والأرض. صار المثال اللي هو المفروض يكون أوضح المثال لازم يكون أوضح من الممثل له.
I like this guy. So guys, he said Allah, he is the same as the light. He's the light of the heaven and the earth. And then he start explaining what he meant by that. And when he start explaining, instead of explaining what it was very simple and clear, he messed it up. Like now we get dizzy, we can't understand what this guy is talking about. Look, let me show you what he's talking about. He said the first sentence was nice and beautiful, he said it's beautiful. But then Allah, he want to explain the sentence, which is simple, that Allah is the light of the world. Okay, now he is explaining that. How that he explained? Allah is the light of the heaven and the earth. This is the sentence he is saying. This is nice, this is beautiful, this is easy to understand. And then he said, and the parable of this light is as the following. Like it's as if where there is a niche, and within it there is a lamp, and the lamp is enclosed in glass, and the glass it wearing brilliant star, light from blessed tree, an olive tree, neither an olive, neither in the east or in the west, whose oil is well nigh luminous, through fire source. What is this? So he's saying, what this is this? This is explanation how Allah light is. So Allah is a lamp in a niche, and then there is a lamp in it, and what is the oil tree, and what is that? How Allah light became the same as a niche, and the lamp in the niche, and there is oil, olive tree, and burning. I don't know if you know what niche mean. Do you know what niche? Let us search the word in Google. Maybe we can find an image for you. You know, it's the place where you put the candles, you know. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay. This is how Allah light is. This is Allah. And He is inside the niche. And Allah light is coming from olive oil, from an olive tree. And this tree is not east, not west. In the middle of the room. How in the world Allah now explain Himself? What a Muslim he understand from this? How Allah became an olive tree, and He is a niche, and His light is in the lamp. Is Allah burning? Is Allah using fuel? You know what I mean? What happened? The Christian, answer me if you can. Why do you call me good? Jesus answered, no one good except God. Thank you very much. He did not say to him, don't call me good. He says to him, why you call me God? Only God is good, right? So he's saying, how you know I am God? Because Jesus says, I am the good shepherd. So he called himself good already. Are you getting busted now? Christian, can you answer me? You cannot answer me, Christians. You cannot answer me. How many times Jesus says, I am good. I am the good. I am the truth. I am the Alpha. Focus with me in your Allah, who now He is inside the niche, and we are trying to get Him out of the niche, please. Are you there, sweet? We need to get Allah out of the niche. So now this scholar here is getting Allah out of the niche, trying to find out how Allah became inside the niche. Who put him there? He's a genie in the bar? The niche of Alibaba?
صار الممثل له الله نور السماوات والأرض أوضح من هذا المثال.
He says the sentence he wanted to explain is way more clear than the explanation. How that can be? The sentence says Allah is the light of the heaven and the earth. It's very simple. And now he want to explain it. He make it so complicated and we don't understand.
شنو فائدة المثال؟
So what the benefit of this parable?
أنت جاي تجيب مثال على نور السماوات والأرض. ايش قد حلوة نور السماوات والأرض.
You are going to give us an example about the light of heaven and earth. That's beautiful.
واضحة.
It's clear.
أما أنت تشبه هذا النور مثل نور اللالة.
And you give us like you say, the likeness, the light of Allah is the same as Lala, which is like the candle you put in the thing and with olive and etc.
وهذا شنو؟ هذا تشبيه بالأتعس.
This is a horrible parable. This is horrible.
المفروض أنك تشبيه بالأحسن.
You should make, parable about something way better. You're supposed to explain, right?
مثل نوري كمشكاة. مشكاة في زجاجة. الزجاج كأنها كوكب دري يوقد من شجرة مباركة. هاي شنو الشجرة المباركة؟ ما أدري. لا شرقية لا غربية. بس عايز يقول جمهورية إسلامية.
He says, what the Quran is talking about? Allah is like a niche, and then the niche is like a lamp, and the lamp is like from olive tree, and it's not east, not west. What he's talking about? What this is about? And look how the Muslims are laughing. Do you hear the Muslim laugh? Do you hear the Muslims in the mosque? They are dying laughing. Listen carefully.
المفروض أنك تشبيه بالأحسن. مثل نوري كمشكاة. مشكاة في زجاجة. الزجاج كأنها كوكب دري يوقد من شجرة مباركة. هاي شنو الشجرة المباركة؟ ما أدري. لا شرقية لا غربية. بس عايز يقول جمهورية إسلامية. شنو هاي شغل؟
What the heck is that? He's saying, what the heck is this? And the Muslims, they start dying from love. They could not hold themselves from the stupidity. The funny is that everybody there is a Muslim. And everybody there agree. This is stupid. This is why nobody's shouting at him when I kill him, because they agree with him. And now what they will say, this guy, he don't speak Arabic. And secondly, show me your faith. I'm willing to go to the end of the world to debate you. Show me your faith. What's your name? Here we go. He's very well known, Sheikh. His name is there in front of you. He have his website, he have his YouTube channel, and you, if you're there, call him. If you dare, call him, prove him wrong. Let us die laughing. No, he's an Arab. He is from Iraq. He is from Iraq. Okay.
هذا المثال يسموه مثال بلاغي. نقول أن النبي ادعى دعوة، بس أفرضنا نحن مو مسلمين، احنا بزمن الجاهلية، اجى واحد قال لنا أنا نزل عليه الوحي.
Okay, he's saying now this is different, like they put two videos together. Reminder of something he said before. Okay, imagine we are not Muslims now, because he's a Muslim, so he's saying, imagine we are not Muslims. And a person, which is Muhammad, came to us in the time before Islam. And he says, I am a prophet.
يا أبا شنو دليلك؟
We will say to him, what is your proof?
يقول أنا شفت جبرائيل.
He will say, I saw Jibreel.
زين أنت تعرف هذا جبرائيل قبلين؟
We will ask him, okay, fine, but have you ever met Jibreel before?
أنت قرابتك جبرائيل؟
Is he your cousin?
ابن عمك؟ اسألت جنسيته شنو؟
Did you ask him where he's coming from, his citizenship?
هوي بلكة تواجهني.
Maybe he's a genie.
بلكة تتوهمت. لا يقول أنا
Maybe you're imagining.
شفت جبرائيل.
No. He will say, no, I saw Jibreel. I insist.
يا أبا شنو دليلك أنه هذا جبرائيل؟
So what is your proof that this is Jibreel?
ما عنده دليل.
You have no proof. Guys, can you believe it? Those are Muslims using their brain. He says Muhammad have no proof that he met Jibreel. As simple as that. Muhammad has zero proof that he saw Jibreel. What is the proof that you saw Jibreel? Nothing. The Sheikh is here explaining that he have no proof. Muhammad, he have no proof.
يعني النبي ما جاب دليل على أن هذا اللي شافه جبرائيل.
He have no proof that he saw really Jibreel. No proof.
هو قال.
Look, one of the Muslim in the chat, he said, Shia are not Muslim. So why, when we ask you how many Muslim in this earth, you say 1.5 billion? Why you count the Shia? You see how coward, you see how they lie? How many Muslims in the world? 1.5, and some even they are saying 1.6. Next week they will say 1.10. They will say 2 billion. 5 weeks after they will say there are 5 billions. Just wait. So why you count the Shia? So they count the Shia when they want, and they reject the Shia when they want.
أن شفت فشي كائن عجيب هو ادعى بأن أنا جبرائيل.
Maybe he's saying maybe Muhammad he saw an alien claim that he is Jibreel.
يابا أنت سألت من عنده جنسيتك وينها؟ بلكت يكذب عليك.
My friend, did you ask him who are you, where are you from? Maybe he's lying to you.
لا أنا صار عندي يقين.
No, I'm very sure.
بأن هذا جبرائيل.
This he's saying that Muhammad, he says, no, I'm very sure.
طيب يقينك محترم بس يقينك حجة عليك.
Okay, I respect that you are sure, but this is your sureness is for you. How you can make it sure for me? See guys, this guy is using logic, right? Okay, you are sure that you saw Jibreel. How that can be assured for me? What is the assurance for me that really you saw Jibreel? You said for you are sure that it's Jibreel. What is the proof? How you can prove it to me?
مو علينا. بس أنت عندك يقين بأن مثلا الخيرة زينة. بس هذه الخيرة مو ملزمة على البقية.
You believe in something, you say good is fine, but the other person, he don't believe in that, so you have to prove it to him.
أنت تعتقد بالخيرة، أنت تعتقد عندك يقين، عندك يقين بأن العباس يشور. يعني زين أنت عندك يقين، حجة على البقية.
يشور.
فالنبي ما جاب حجة على أن هذا هو جبرائيل.
The Prophet never provide any proof that this is Jibreel. Never.
لا هو يعرفه قبلا، لا هو طلب جنسيته، جوازه، هويته، بطاقة تموينية، شيء حتى يعرفه.
It's funny. He says he never met him before, he never saw him before, He didn't ask him for any proof. He didn't ask him for passport. Even you know, like in Iraq, they have like Kobon, like, you know, welfare. You know, like, you know, he did not ask him for even welfare proof. Like, who are you?
بس هو قال أنا جبرائيل صدق بي.
The guy told him it's Jibril. Muhammad, he believe it.
وإحنا ما نصدق.
But we don't believe in that. Imagine, guys, this sheikh is saying we don't believe in such a thing. So, what is left of Islam then? You see, I'm not going to play all his videos. This guy, he have endless numbers of videos. Each one of them is a disaster by itself to Islam. Look how many, look. His videos is endless, showing you that Islam is nothing but a joke. And now, you will see the Muslims making comment. Islam did fool us and we became a toy. Ustad Ahmed, you open our eyes. Here this guy is saying, please give us more new videos. This is one we saw before. Okay. This guy is not answering the person. This guy is saying, you don't know Arabic very well. This is a Muslim now, it's defending. This Muslim saying to him, his name is Ahmed Sahir. He says to Ustad Ahmed, you are a genius and wonderful. Freedom for all. Those are supporters. Those are Muslims. You know, Muslims are supporting this person, saying you are telling the truth. 1,000 salute for you, honorable man. All your words supported by proofs and with logic. Please continue destroying the fabrication of the Sunnah and the Shia. All right. I mean, all the comment is made by Muslims, and all of them, they are agreeing with him. Quran is messed up. I don't think he have an English videos. No, I don't think he speak English too. No. But anyway, I wanted to show you an example that when the Muslim, they say like we are amazed by the Quran, that's a lie. A lot of Muslims, they laugh at the Quran. But how many brave will dare to say what this guy is very brave, you have to admit. I mean, he is not only a Muslim, he is a sheikh. Right? Yeah, he is a Muslim sheikh. And don't you see the title? Don't you see his face? Don't you see how he dressed? Until now you did not get it? So what the title for? Why he's dressed like this? He is a very well-known sheikh. He have his own website. He have an organization. He have a lot of supporters, a lot of followers, and they are Muslims. But I don't know. Muslim Nasser, he would like to call me. Okay, Nasser, but if you call me, please, we want you to refute this guy, if you don't mind. I can open the sky for Mr. Nasser, no problem. Text me, Mr. Nasser. I will call you, just to be sure this is you. Okay, Nasser, text me, please. Don't call, just text. I will call you. Get some water. The throat is dry. Okay, Nasser, he is texting me. I will call you back, Mr. Nasser. Give me a second, please. Oh, he's a sheikh. He's a sheikh. Sheikh and Nasser. Nasser what? No. He called himself sheikh. All right, my friend. We are calling the Sheikh. Answer, Nasser. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, my friend, you are welcome. You are.
How you doing?
I'm fine. So you are Sheikh, my friend?
Well, not really, just off the record.
What does that mean?
I mean, I know some things, but not. I don't speak Arabic, you know.
So are you a male or female? Are you male or female?
I'll try. I'm male.
You are a male. Okay. So what do you want to say to us, Mr. Nasser?
Well, I've been watching your videos for a while, and so I know a little bit about what you say, what your debates, and each time you show us proof, So we have to be fair sometimes. We cannot just refute without considering the evidence
All right.
in hand.
Okay.
So, but I saw that Jesus Christ was, he did miracles in the Quran. He cured the blind. What else did he do? He raised people from the dead. And also, I was wondering, he did so many miracles, and what does it mean to us? Why do we believe that he's in heaven right now? And why would he come back himself? So I was, I'm kind of, I have a lot of questions in my mind.
Okay. So what do you think about all those questions? Like, what is your conclusion? Why he is in heaven? Why he did all those miracles? Why he is coming back? What do you think?
Sure. Well, I would just like to try to defend it, and let's try to see how it plays. If I can defend it or not. I'll try my best, but maybe I won't be able to.
But still, I don't understand. So what is the conclusion from what you said to me? I'm listening. So why Jesus is coming back? Why he is the one is coming back? Why he is in heaven now? What do you think?
What I would say is what the Muslims tell me, right? So the Muslims say that God, Allah brought him to heaven so that he will be a follower of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.
But still, I don't understand.
I mean,
what is the point of Jesus being in heaven and Muhammad is dead? What is the point of that?
I don't know, actually.
Okay.
I really don't.
Why Muhammad have 0 miracle, but Jesus have all the miracles can be imagined in the world?
Well, yeah. Well, the Quran says that the prophets were, they performed miracles, but people kept, saying it's false. So the last prophet didn't show any miracles, but I don't know if it's true or not, but the sheikhs say that he split them on in 2 or something like this.
Okay. Well, my friend, for me, I thought you are going to debate me, but I see there is no reason for us to talk because you said nothing to me and you are not proving me wrong and you have nothing to say. I don't know. Why you call me?
Just to debate you on, let's say, the sheikh who spoke. I don't understand Arabic, but you translated him well. I think he said, well, basically he didn't have a lot of knowledge. I mean, he had a lot of knowledge, but his views were different.
All right, okay, no problem. Okay, thank you. If you say you want to debate me and then you call me and you don't know what you want to talk about, I don't have time for this. Obviously, you have no idea what you are talking about. I open Skype for you because supposedly you want to tell me something. I learned from nothing. We know we wasted our time and we said nothing. Any Muslim? If there's any Muslim would like to call. And please, guys, don't use the word donkey, etc. Everybody has his ability. I mean, usually I use the word donkey for those who are lying. The person did not lie, did not say speak bad. Why you are using this language with him? What's wrong with you? Don't use such a language. The person did not lie, whoever he is. And if you don't like his voice, well, are you better? One day you will lose your teeth and you'll see how your voice will come. Take it easy on people. We have a Muslim calling. His name is Abdullah. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, my friend.
JB?
Yes, Abdullah. How are you?
Because I have listened to your video calls a lot.
Okay.
I have seen your video calls a lot. And then I think you are refuting the Islam, you know, in a very bad way. Okay. So now what do you think? Like, do you think that whatever is written in the Bible is from the God, or how can you prove that it's from God if you are telling so much?
Well, first of all, our topic is not proving the Bible. Our topic is about Islam. However, if we go live and we speak about the proof of the Bible, then we can go for that. However, the Bible is not, you know, it's not what the proof, what is not the proof of our belief. It is what Jesus did. So Jesus is the walking, talking, living Word of God. He himself is our Bible. The Word, when we say we have a book, this book is telling us the story of Jesus and what he accomplished in this earth. However, our belief in the Lord himself and the book is just to tell us about him. So either we have
now I want to ask you a question. Now, isn't it like the same, like the Quran? Whoever who has written the Bible, also people.
No, first of all, no. You see, you have a wrong understanding of the Bible. I just told you the Bible tells us about Jesus and what he did and what people did too. Not only Jesus. As an example, you go in the Bible, you will see this king he said, this person he said, that person he did. So we call it Book of God, but not necessarily every word there is God talking. So when God said, that is God speaking. When I say, that's me saying. So let us say you are Muhammad, and then you saw Allah, and then Allah says to Muhammad, Muhammad, you are my prophet. Muhammad, he says, okay, I accept. So when Muhammad, he said, I accept to be a prophet, does that mean this is Allah talking or Muhammad? The answer is Muhammad, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when we say the Quran, when you as a Muslim, okay, when you as a Muslim, when you say the Quran is the book of Allah, not necessarily it should be every word there is Allah speaking. However, the Quran have different structures from the Bible. Why? Because the Muslim claim that every word in the Quran is said by Allah. The Bible, no. The Bible is, we have reporters who reported what happened, telling us what happened there. So if God said, this is God's words. If I said, or the report said that what he witnessed. So we have the word of witnesses. We have words of people who was in the incident or in the history happened, they did this, etc. So the Bible is a book of history, a collection of a story, and at the same time collection of what God said to his prophets.
Okay, then don't you think now, you know, when you take the basics, all those religions are same, because it says that your Lord God is one, and we say that there is no another God except Allah, and even the Jews also, they say the same thing, the oneness of Allah. Isn't it? Is there any?
No, because Jesus, he said, okay, hold on. You see, the oneness, first of all, you Muslims don't believe in the oneness of God, and the answer is very simple for that, because if you believe in the oneness of God, then you should not have multi-personality God. The oneness should be the same God, wherever you take him, wherever you have him, he is the same person. But if you go in the Quran, you will find multi-person in the Quran. As an example, I don't know if you can see my screen. You can see my screen?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. But just be sure you mute YouTube, please, so you don't have double voice coming. Hear me just only from Skype. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
When the Quran says, if Allah would like to take a partner, which is a wife or a son, He will take it from ourselves. How Allah, He want to take a partner from ourselves if He is one? Chapter 21, verse number 17.
Yeah, okay. Can you show me the English translation, please? Yeah.
Okay, it's in front of you. Chapter 21, verse number 17. You can open it in your computer if you want.
Yeah, okay. 21:17. Yes.
So how Allah will take a partner?
If it had been,
How will take partner, and that partner is from us. If Allah is one, He will take partner from us. That means Allah is not one. He called it us.
Yeah.
Okay, so how He is one?
Maybe there's something to do with the Arabic, maybe the language. Maybe it's something to do with the language.
What? Okay, He will take partner. Us is us. Here we go. It says min ladunna. Actually, the translation is not really even accurate. It says min ladunna, from our kind. Our kind, ladunna. You know, like in Arabic we say that this person from the ladun of this person, which means he is from the bloodline, same bloodline. He is like his child, or etc.
Yeah.
So He is saying, if I want to take a partner, we'll take it from us, from our kind. What is the kind of Allah? I thought there is only one Allah.
So, don't you think that because there are angels and everything, so that He's just talking in common like
okay,
us,
but hold on, but the angels are not
him?
us. The angels are not us.
Yeah.
When you say us, when if I go right now to India, and you say to me, how many Arab here? I say us, right? Us. That means all of us are same, right? When I say us, all of us are same. Otherwise, we cannot put someone he is from Norway between us, because you know we are talking about what? God speaking about Himself, and He making Himself one of many, and those many are described as us, which means all of them, they are equal with this us. All of them, they are the same. So how many Allah we have?
Okay.
How we are monotheists?
You are correct in that case, but there's another question now. Now in the Bible,
no, before we go, my friend,
David is also God, son of God. David is son of God. So many Israel,
no, you see, there is son of God. No,
so many son of God.
All right, no problem. You see, the Bible teach that all of us, we are children of God, but the Bible says in the same time that Jesus is only begotten Son of God. So we as a Christian, when we pray, and I'm sure you know that, we say, our Father art of heaven. So we call Him what? Father. What does that mean? We are metaphorically. We are metaphorically.
It's not a good word, no?
No, it's not up to you to say it's a good word or not. No, it's not up to you. It's not up to you. You know, you see that this is the question here we should ask. You know, if I am saying to God, that is not a good word. How come I don't say to God? You cannot say I'm God. This is not a good word too. Where is equality? I want to be equal to you. What about you question God authority? Why you want to send me to hell? Why you created me? Why? So either you accept God.
No, I mean begotten son. Isn't it? It's a bad thing. Like
why it's a bad thing? Why it's bad thing? You see, hold.
It means there is some double meaning.
That's mean what?
That means there is a double meaning. If I say son, okay, because he's a small fellow, it's okay. But if I say a begotten son, that means there is something wrong. I have gone in the wrong way.
Simply it's confirming. It's confirming that all of us, we are children of God, but there is only one. He is the only begotten Son. He is different from us. We are children of God because we love Him and He loves us. This is what the Bible says. For God, He loved the world. He sent His only begotten Son, His only Son. So we are children of God by accepting Him, but does not make us the same as Jesus. That because He is our provider, our protectors, and the one who loves us and He cares for us. So you yourself, when you marry your daughter to a man, you call him my son, correct? Okay, but he is not really your son. He is not. He never been in the womb of your wife, right? But you call him my son. So
that is right.
we
That
as
is
a
his
human,
son-in-law. That is okay.
we as a
But if
human,
I say
we have
normal,
we have a terms, we have
now
terms.
if I show a
My
small
friend,
boy,
my friend.
yeah, and if I show a small boy and say that he's my begotten son, that means he's one of my son, but not like something wrong.
No, it says only. It says he's the only one, and there's no other one. Secondly, you are telling God what you say, what you cannot say. Either you believe that God is almighty and he do as he wish, or you teach God, you open a school for him, you take him there, says, hey God, you cannot say that. This is not, I don't like it, you need to change it. So, if you want to practice this, you should practice it with your religion too, to be fair, correct?
Yeah, that's it. So even whatever.
Okay. So are you going to correct Allah? Are you going to correct Allah, my friend? I'm going to use your logic, my friend.
We don't have any other evidence.
I'm going to use your logic. Are you willing to say to Allah how you say that ones who they are not equal to you, how you call them us, but they are not equal? Isn't it this is a mistake? How you say you are monotheist, you are one, and there's no other one beside you, and then you say, if I want to take a partner, I will take it from us. This is a mistake. So if you are going to be honest, you should take Allah to school, teach him first how to speak Arabic, and teach him how to use logic, for this is not logical.
Yeah, that's why I say all the scriptures, they are having so many problems, but what we do is...
No, my friend, I don't see...
I was born to a Muslim family.
No, I don't see the problem.
Born for a Christian family.
My friend, we don't see... You are the one who see the problem. For us, we don't see it for a very simple reason. The Christianity is based in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. It's not something, it's not a sentence to like or not. So Christianity is based on, we have God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, 3 persons, 1 God. Now, if you want to say how God can be 3 and yet he's 1, well, you can say how he can be God too. We call him Almighty because he can. If he cannot, then he cannot be Almighty, correct?
So so can't you can't you apply the same thing on the Quran also? Because
no, okay, I will show you. Okay, hold on.
Say us, so he say us.
No. You see, when he say us, yet, but you Muslim, you say to us, there is no other us. There is no us. When Allah he say us, he say we. He meant himself. But suddenly we find he will take a partner from us. So that's proof that Allah is not one. Secondly, when you say, as an example, you know that the Christians believe that Mary, she have Jesus without a man, correct?
Yes, that's right. Yes, it's written even in the Quran also.
All right. Yes. So when Allah was a question, or Muhammad was a question about Allah, Muhammad he said, how Allah he can have a son if he don't have a girlfriend? How Allah can have a son if he don't have a girlfriend? Okay, but look at this. If you are God, if you are God, you should remember that you are the one who taught us in the Quran that Mary, she have a son, yet she don't have a boyfriend. Read with me, chapter 6, verse number 101. Do you see it in the screen?
Yeah. Okay, please. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
to him is due.
It's a bit late.
Yeah. To him is due the primal origin of the heaven and the earth. How can he have a son when he has no concern? Okay. You see, I will use the logic of Allah on Allah and on Christianity. In Christianity, well, God he did not need to have a wife. Listen to me, don't listen to my conversation first, and then you make your comment. So, how Allah says He is God and He is Almighty, and yet He states clearly that He cannot have a son unless he have a girlfriend. This is a statement a human being like me can say. If somebody asks me, Christian Prince, do you have kids? I say, how I can have a kid if I don't have a woman, regardless if it's a wife or a girlfriend. So here Allah, He proved to us.
Don't you think that He's speaking to the human? So that He's speaking to the human?
No problem.
So that they will understand in a human
My friend, I like intelligent conversation. When Allah he says Mary she have a son yet she have no husband, was he speaking to the human or he was speaking to the genie?
That means he was speaking to the human, right?
Okay, so he speaks to the human, saying to them, okay, so he was speaking to humans, saying it's possible that I am God, I can make Mary have a son without having a husband. So how it was possible for him to make Mary have a son without husband, but it is impossible for him, and he is the one now involved in this story, to have a son without a girlfriend? How it's possible to marry,
Yeah, no,
to have a son? It is impossible for him to have a son.
That is because if he want, he can do anything. He can do anything.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Did you hear Did you hear our Indian friend what he said? Allah, he can do everything, but the verse here says no.
Yeah.
How can he have a son if he have no girlfriend? So the limitation of what Allah he can stand next to having a girlfriend. So if Allah was able to go to a dating website or maybe go to the bar and find a woman to sleep with him, then he will be able to have a son. He did not even mention the word wife. He mentioned a consort, a girlfriend. So how can, who is the one saying how can? Allah. How can what? He. So how can is a question of ability. What kind of God? He claimed to be the Almighty, and yet he is questioning his ability.
Yeah, this may be a little, like nothing, it's just, maybe while they were, what do you call this, translating the thing, maybe they did something wrong, or, maybe something went wrong there.
Okay. So now how I can help you, my friend? How I can help you? What is the answer? How Allah is Almighty? He says, how can He? Allah should not say, how can He? For He can always do anything. So what do you say?
It's like that, it's the scripture. Now I'll ask you one question from you.
No, don't change. Why we are jumping, my friend? Why we are jumping? Why we are jumping? Same.
I want to just compare.
No problem. But why we are jumping,
with the Bible,
my friend? Why we are jumping from topic to topic without reaching a conclusion? Are you just calling just to talk or to reach a conclusion? I'm asking you.
Yes.
What kind of God? He is Almighty. He questions his own ability. It's not me who's a question if he can. It is him questioning. How can I have a son if I don't have a girlfriend? Allah proved to us in this verse that he is limited in his ability and his power. He cannot have a son unless he have a girlfriend.
Right? It doesn't say a girlfriend, right?
It says girlfriend. No, it says girlfriend. It says sahiba. Sahiba in Arabic means girlfriend. You can go ask any Muslim who speak Arabic. And even in translation of the Muslim, it says consort.
Okay, Is there an interpretation for that verse?
Somebody saying that you are Tony from Sri Lanka?
Hello?
Somebody saying that you are Tony from Sri Lanka?
I'm not Tony.
Okay, from where?
I'm Abdullah.
From where you are? Hello? Yes, I hear you.
Of course, I'm from Sri Lanka. But,
you are from Sri Lanka.
But I'm Abdullah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
I think maybe 2 weeks before somebody spoke.
No problem.
From Sri Lanka also. I was listening to that.
Let us take more callers. Thank you for calling me. All right. Any Muslim would like to call? Any Muslim? Who's next? Anyone? Any hero? The God who cannot have a son unless he have a girlfriend is no different from a Christian prince who have no girlfriend. He cannot have a son. The God of Mary, he can have a son without having a girlfriend. Hello? Yes. Hello?
Son can be from God.
Yes. Can you introduce to, are you a Muslim, my friend? My friend first, are you a Muslim? Introduce yourself, please.
Hello?
Are you a Muslim?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I am a Muslim.
You are a Muslim, okay.
Okay.
How we knew that you are a Muslim?
It's in chapter 13, verse 37.
I think you are changing your voice. Doesn't make sense to me. Your voice is not real. Speak louder, please.
13, verse 37.
Okay, well, I don't know. Sound like you are a fake person. Let us see. We have the genius Ferouz. Ferouz is calling. This is a real Muslim. Right away, you can't tell who is a real Muslim. Ferouz is a real Muslim. He's a brand new. His brain never been used. Answer, Ferouz. Answer.
Hello.
Yes, Ferouz. How are you, Ferouz? Ferouz, by the way, let me introduce to you Ferouz. Ferouz is a scientist. He has many degrees in Islam. He speaks Arabic fluently, and he speaks more than 400 languages except Arabic, English, French, German, etc. But he is expert in the Quran. What do you want to tell us, Ferouz? Go ahead.
Yeah, you showed about the words about endless private part. So can you show me where did you find it?
I bet you did not sleep since last night because of the endless private part. I think you like the idea, aren't you? Ferouz.
Yeah, show me where
I saw you yesterday.
Yes, show me.
You asking the same question, and now the first thing you come to ask for is this. Are you dreaming about it? Are you dreaming about the endless?
No, you're lying. No, you're lying. I never heard about this, and no one ever told about. So you're trying to make up. So I think you're lying. That is why I'm trying to ask.
All right. So if I show you the reference, what you would do?
How is it that you always find this bad stuff, and we never find it?
No, I'm saying.
So there is something. That,
if I show the reference that your prophet he said that you will have a penis, which endless penis, what you will do?
Yeah, first show me.
No, I'm asking you.
Lying.
I will show you. Here we go. I will never hang up on you until I show you. But before I show you, I'm going to ask you. When I show you that, what you will do? I mean, you are asking me to show you, and what you will do if I show you that?
You are showing it from Sahi or Type?
My friend, we will show you. Hold on. I'm asking you now, if this is true, that you're a prophet, he promised you an endless penis, what you will do? What is next?
First show me. I know you are lying.
Okay, no problem. But
show me.
Okay,
show me.
it's a challenge. It's a challenge. But I want to know first, if this is true, what you will do?
I don't know. I will first see it and then think about it. First, you show me the words.
Okay.
Where did you find it?
Well, I think you have a problem, and this is why you are asking about this question. And I think you are dreaming that your private part will increase and will become so endless. And this is, it's okay. I understand your pain. Here we go. Let us show reference, some reference. Hold on. Everybody heard. Okay, everybody heard you. Okay, Ferouz. Everybody heard you saying I'm lying. And now the reference is in front of us. I will put it in the screen. And everybody will be laughing at you. In a second, I will post even the link in the chat, and everybody can see and read. Here we go. This is the book Kitabun Nikah. All right, and let us see where the sentence it says that.
What is it? Like
Hold on. وقد ورد يعطى أحدكم في الجنة ذكرا مثل النخل السحوق وفرجا يسع ذلك. And it's mentioned that each one of you, he will have an endless penis in heaven, and the vagina will fit for that. Now you said, I am lying. I want you to apologize and admit that you are a follower of a perverted prophet. And this is variant number 3, page number 356. What we will do now?
What is it? I cannot read.
Why you cannot read? Why you cannot read? Why you cannot read? Here we go. I will post the link in the chat. You cannot read, no problem. This is your problem. You know, not my problem. But you can use Google Translation. Actually, we can use Google Translation as we speak. Hold on, give me a second. Hold on. 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 Hold on Let me first post the link for anyone in the chat.
You know that.
Hold on. Here we go. This is the link in the chat, and now we are going to use Google Translation for that issue. Let us do that. Give me a second, please. Okay. Now Google Translation. Google Translation. Silent, Abdul. Google Translation will not be enough to explain. I mean, the translation will usually is not correct, especially if this is a classic Arabic language. But let us see. I will go click search. No, search, not search. I want translate. Translate to English. Okay. Let us see. Guys, read carefully with me. This is the Google Translation, which is a city translation. It's reported that one of you in paradise will be given a meal. This is a meal member, like a palm rubbed tree. This is Google Translation. In Arabic, it says a sahuq, which means endless. And a vagina fit for that, can accommodate it. Do you see it? So what do you say? Ferouz, you challenge me to show you, and now we have the reference in front of you. So what we will do now?
Can you move the screen to the right? I cannot see the full one.
My friend, I posted the whole link for you in the chat. You can open it from there, and you can click Google Translation. So now what we will do? What kind of a prophet he promised you? An endless penis.
It is a very long.
Suddenly you are so quiet now. You accuse me of lying. I want you to apologize. Say Christian Prince is telling the truth, and my prophet is a liar. I am not the one who is lying. Here we go. The reference in front of you.
Came out for me, but not the word marriage, because
Ferouz, don't talk to yourself. Talk to me. The reference in front of you, I gave it in Arabic. We use Google Translation. I want an answer. What kind of a prophet? What kind of a prophet? No problem. Now, what kind of a prophet he promised you an endless penis and a huge vagina? Because imagine if the vagina will accommodate it, that's mean the vagina will be endless. That's mean the woman, she will be thick by millions of miles, because it's endless vagina, endless penis. So the penis have to accommodate it inside the vagina. So now look at what we have. We have an endless penis, and then he go inside something, and that thing is endless too. How thick the woman will be? 1 billion mile, trillion mile? How deep her vagina? Because this is an endless penis. Are you there, Abbas?
Yeah. How did you found this?
You call me liar. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I never heard about no.
Yeah, but Ferouz, each time I show you something, you say to me first, you are a liar. Show me you're a liar, and show me you're a liar. You never learn. I mean, each time you say to me you're a liar, I get you busted, and then you call me again and you say the same. So Ferouz, would you stay as a Muslim? Do you like to have your penis endless like this? Is that your dream? Be honest with me.
No, but tell me, where did you found how did you found this? Because this is first time I'm seeing.
Who cares? This is why I'm Christian Prince, and this is why I'm here to teach you. If I have no knowledge, why I'm here? How I spend my life studying this garbage. I'm sharing my garbage with you, which is the garbage of Muhammad, in an easy way. So
it should be like
What?
Yeah, man, I will call you later. Okay.
Why you call me later? Did you decide to leave Islam now or what? Huh? You hang up. So They call me, they accuse me of lying, then we get them busted, and then, okay, we will call you later. What happened to the guy who was excited, you want to get me busted? I mean, and you see, I'm not talking about it, but you are the one who opened this topic. And now we don't want to talk about it no more. Why? Because it's very embarrassing. Well, this is your God, and this is your prophet. Take my advice, never challenge Christian Prince. Never. You know, like too much, like I am not in the mood really for fun today. Usually, you know, sometimes Muslims, they challenge me and I make it like I'm looking for it. Okay, once I remember I was debating with a sheikh and I said, he said, I challenge you to find it. And then I said, okay, can you give me time? He said, no. You know, he gets so more excited when you say to him, give me more time. I said, what about maybe tomorrow? He said, not tomorrow, today, now. He get more excited. I said, but now it's hard to find it. He says, see, guys, I told you, see, I swear by Allah, he's lying. This guy is trying to change the topic. And I say, brother, but come on, just give me time, maybe a month, maybe I will find it in a month. And he get more excited when I said the word month. The guy, he went so crazy. He's like, he became like a bomb will explode everywhere. Allahu Akbar, he need a month to find it, blah, blah, blah. And I have it in front of me on the screen, by the way. The idiot, if you look at the screen, it's there in front of him. Before I start saying to him, can I take a week? Can I take 5? I'm just joking. But he gets so excited, he carried on. Allahu Akbar, he need a month to find it. He was lying. It's not there. He is lying to you. And then I say, hey, Abdul, take it easy. It's in the screen since 5 minutes ago, man. Read it. He said, what is in the screen? I said, the hadith, the one you are challenging me to show you. And then he hang up. I say, hello? Hello? Can you read it? Hello, are you there? Bingo. Once I was debating a Muslim, was a very hot debate. He said, I need to go to the bathroom, just give me 2 minutes, please. I said, okay, no problem. And that was more than 10 years ago. We called the police to check on him because we are afraid maybe alligator, he did eat him in the toilet seat. You never know these days. A sheikh, the coward, he want to go to the bathroom. And since more than 10 years ago, he never come back. Never. All right? Oh, look, Fairuz, he need more time. Guys, Fairuz, he need more time to answer me. As if you have an answer. I need more time to answer it. And you know, here you need to ask yourself, what kind of a prophet this prophet is, the one who promised such a promise? I mean, what does this have to do with God? I mean, first of all, you have to be very savage, trashy, low-class person to speak to people in such a manner. Secondly, how that will make me believe in God, and why size does matter in Islam. The only religion size does matter is Islam. Okay, your wife, she is going to have sexual intercourse with you. Why the penis have to be endless? What about 10 meters? 20 meters. Actually, it's a penalty for any man to have a penis like this, because how you can walk with it? You see, a cat, she have a tail. She can drag it in the back if it's heavy, like the alligator. But a penis is in the front of you. You want to walk backward? How you can carry it? Is it going to walk in the ground like a snake? Endless penis. I mean, do you even have a brain? What kind of a brain this brain is? This is what happened when you start thinking, and this is what happened to this guy, the sheikh. He started thinking about the stupidity of Muhammad, and because he, you know, it's very let us say sad news for him to say I'm going to be out of Islam. So he started convincing himself, no, Islam is a good religion. Allah is a true God, but the Quran is messed up. The Hadith is messed up. The Prophet is messed up. Even he agreed that the Prophet is messed up, guys. Allah is not messed up. I mean, how in the world? Because they go in denial. For the pain is so strong. Suddenly, they will have a shocking news that this cannot be from God. This is the most stupid thing ever. Do we have any Muslim have anything to say? Don't forget, please, to subscribe, because those who subscribe to us, Allah will increase the size of your penis. Allahu Akbar. Science. And Muhammad, by the way, he is a specialist when it's come to penises, testicles. I mean, this guy, just give him the word P and he's there. A Muslim saying Christianity is a total lie. Why? Because Jesus says be holy like your father, and Muhammad, he says be penis like your God. If we compare between the God of the Christian and the God of the Muslims, the God of the Christian, he said we will be holy in the heaven, we will be the same as angels, which mean pure, and we will not have sex. He said he and she, they will not get married, they will be the same as angels, which mean our God, the holy God, in his holy house, he will have decent life for the promised people who accept him, believe in him. Your God, he is busy increasing the size of your penis in his workshop. So you go into heaven, the second you enter, Allah now, he start working in your penis. He put it in the surgeon's machine. And the surgeon's machine will make it squeeze it, and keep going, keep going, keep going. I'm not going to mention the pain you will have in your penis, but Allah will make it long. And by the way, you never know, you might be a billionaire from this penis, because you can sign contract with many cable companies to run internet through the galaxy. Like internet cable, or maybe for oil. Like, you know, they spend billions of dollars to run oil or gas between two countries. By having your penis, we save it, it's for free. We just put the gas in your penis and your testicles, and they will appear in Germany. Alhamdulillah. Very convincing. Allah is God. I'm just convinced now. That's it. Right? Oh, you know what? I have another idea. We can use your penis as a chimney. So we can get rid of all the bad carbon in the earth, so for global warming. So what we do, we make fire in the place, all a chimney for all the manufacturer in the world, and then we put in the top of it your penis. And because your penis is endless, I mean, you can imagine where the gas will go. We'll never see it again. Here we go. It's a useful penis. Alhamdulillah. God, I mean, this is God. This is God talking. I mean, obviously Muhammad is a prophet. What are you talking about? There is no way. Just to show you how Muslims, even when they try to refute us, they say things that's stupid. Look, let me show you an example. This guy Abdul, he said, the Christian, they pray for a dead God. Okay. Aren't you Muslims believe that Jesus is alive? And the Bible teach that Jesus is alive. So why you are lying? Why you are a potato? Neither you Muslims, neither us Christians believe that Jesus is dead. So look how stupid you are. Very embarrassing. But I think because your endless penis is functioning, not your brain, you said such a statement. I think this statement is coming from your penis. You see how silly? That God. What, we Christian, we don't believe in Jesus. Actually, according to Islam, Jesus must be God. Because if you are saying that the one who died, he cannot be God, will you just confirm that Islam believe that Jesus is God? For until now, he never died in Islam. You see what I'm saying? I remember once a Muslim, you know, those Muslims, when they see a Christian, they cannot keep their mouth shut. So he's supposedly, he's like, maybe he's watching too much YouTube. He said, how, you know, and there's a guy sitting, we were taking dinner. There's an old guy with him. Both of them, they are Egyptian. The other guy, he's a Muslim too. He told him, don't go there. You want to talk about religion. The other guy told him, don't go there, because he said with me before. He told him, don't go there. in front of him. He told him that loud, don't go there. The guy, no, no, he said, it's just a question, you know. I said, I'm sure you don't mind. I said, okay, no problem, go ask me. So he said to me, well, if Jesus is Son of God, shouldn't his Father save him? And that will make him really God? I said, well, this is a really great question. If Jesus is the Son of God, his Father, he should save him. All right. The guy, he got happy, excited. Oof. This Christian guy, he agreed. I said, but you know what? This is mean that Jesus must be God in Islam. He said, why? I said, well, his father in Islam saved him. How stupid. I mean, stupidity is amazing. Because if Jesus, to prove that he is a son of God, then his father should save him. Well, in the Quran it says that Allah, he saved Jesus. That means he is son of God. The other guy, the elder, he said to him, see, I told you, don't go there. Answer him now. Go, answer him. Answer him. And the guy started looking around, you know, like, has changed the topic. Oh boy. Don't go there. Trust me, don't go there. You can debate those who have no idea. You can play, you can lie, you can fabricate. Here we smash you with no mercy. No mercy with liars. Until now, we never saw someone call me. He was able to prove a point. In the top of that, either he leave Islam or he gets smashed. So now let's see now Fairuz, how long is going to take him before he leave Islam. Right? Any Muslim have anything to say? Any Muslim? By the way, in the third part of the night, yesterday, I saw Allah descending from heaven. And then I looked, it was a helicopter. This is not Allah. I was really disappointed. In the third part of the night, Allah, he come down every night. Which night? Your God, he think the earth is a flat. So he think there's only one time zone. And he come every third of a part of the night. Because if this is true, that means Allah never leave the earth. Never leave the zone of the earth. Because there's many what third part of the night? That it changed from town to town, from city to city, from territory to territory. I feel sorry for Allah. He keep going up, down, up, down, up, down. Here Allah, where are you going? To the third. It's now it's the third time of the night in New Zealand. Now the third time in Australia. Now the third part of the night in Mississippi. Now the third time in Missouri. Now the third time of the night in Canada. What is that? I feel sorry for this God. Keep going up and down, keep up and down. What? And all of this to say, who is calling me? What a silly God. So you need to come down from the seventh heaven to say who is calling me. Why? You cannot hear them from there. Your reception is bad like my internet. Allah reception is bad. So he go down. Who is calling me? Hello? Yeah. Any Abdul have anything to say? Mayday, Mayday, last call. Any Abdul have something to say? Yeah, we got them busted, those Smiley Stone. You know, they are paid by Muslims, obviously. We got them busted. We have many videos about them. Fardeen Islam wanted to call me. Okay, why he don't call me? My Skype is open. What Fardeen Islam wanna call me? Why he's not calling? The last one who called us was Fairuz, and Fairuz now is calling back. Hey Fairuz.
Hello.
Yes, Fairuz, what happened?
Yeah. Yeah, just nothing. I will. No, I will have to say sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, that's it.
So what, Feroz? Did you decide to leave Islam, my friend? Feroz? He called to say I'm sorry. He apologized. That's a good sign. He noticed that when they accuse me of lying, it's not true. That's a good sign. But did you leave Islam, Feroz? Why you hang up? Maybe Feroz decided to leave Islam. That's what we're going for. This guy, each time he come here, he accused me of lying. Liar, liar, I challenge you, lying, 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 lying. Feroz, call me back. I want to hear what happened. Did you leave Islam, my friend? You sound like very... Yeah, he sent me a text, says, okay, I agree. So, Feroz, what now? You agree? Okay. So, Islam is stupid, right? Call me and leave Islam, my friend. Feroz, call me and leave this cult, my friend. You are smarter than this garbage. But this is God. Imagine I am standing in the street right now speaking to you. I don't know where are you from, Pakistan, I don't know. And then I say to you, if you believe in my God will give you endless penis. You would die laughing at me. So why you don't call my friend and say I am out of the garbage of Islam? I respect you for agreeing that this is the truth. You know, actually I felt that this guy, it's a waste of to talk to him. Because always he call me names, and you know, and it's waste of time to talk to him. But you know, the Lord, he can open eyes of people, not me. Call Feroz, call and denounce the devil, my friend. It's time to denounce the devil Muhammad and his teaching. This is the devil. There is no way God Almighty, he will teach such a teaching. That is not from God. Period. Shall we try to call Feroz? Maybe the Lord, he will touch his heart and he decide to leave Islam. Let us call him. Oh, he's not going to answer now, so he's going through a situation now. Okay, I understand, Feroz. Don't answer, no problem. He hang up. I understand, that means he's going through suffering. If I am him, I will do the same. You believe in God, you pray for him 5 times a day, and then you discover this God is a pimp. It's not easy. It's not easy. I feel for him. Pray for our friend here, Feroz, that he will see the truth and the truth will set him free. Pray for him, for himself, for his family, that the Lord will open his eyes and he will leave the garbage of Muhammad. Be brave, Feroz, be brave. Be a man. Life, you know, we live in this earth once. Then either we go to hell with Muhammad or we go to heaven with the Lord, the Messiah, the living Messiah. The living Messiah. Remember this word, how powerful it is. The living. How in the world I want to follow the dead Muhammad who did everything wrong in the book of God? His ethic was bad. His teaching is bad. He himself was bad and he was ugly in his behavior. Instead of following the Messiah who did nothing wrong, wonderful person, wonderful loving person, who taught nothing but love, who is now alive in your belief and in my belief. How in the world I want to leave the Messiah? I will never do so over my dead body. I prefer to die, I prefer to burn, I prefer to go, do anything with me, but I will never deny my Lord. So I'm not going to stay longer, so you guys can download the video, and please feel free to download the video, cut it pieces, this part about this Muslim Sheikh, and I am translating, that will make it easier by voice. But if you want, you can translate your language by adding subtitle to the video. We can cut it pieces to make it easier for you to translate and to share it with your friends. So I want to say thank you all for being here. I pray to the Lord to open the eyes of Pharaoh and his family and all our beloved Muslims. We don't hate you, my friend. We love the Muslims. We love all mankind. For God, he loved the world. He sent his only begotten son, the world, not the white, not the black, not the Asian, not the Muslim, not the Christian, not the Hindu. All the world is beloved by God. If you are a Hindu, the Lord, he love you. If you are a Muslim, the Lord, he love you. But doesn't mean you are right. He opened the door for you if you believe in him. Otherwise, you don't belong to his house. So we invite all people to knock at the door. The Lord, he says, knock at my door and I will open for you. The Lord, the Messiah, is inviting you to join him. All what you need to do, knock and I will open. You see how simple it is? Knock and I will open. God do not need debates. They do not need even science. That is a silly argument to prove to me that God was science, because God is above science. It's impossible for science to understand how Jesus can make the blind see. It's impossible for science to explain how Mary, she can have a son without a father. It's impossible for science to say, okay, the person was dead and then he raised him from death. All of this have nothing to do with science. So either we believe in the Almighty God, and he is almighty, for he himself is a miracle, and that is Jesus. You see, all miracles happen done by prophets. They themselves, they never was the miracle except Jesus. Jesus, he himself is the miracle. Moses did miracle, but he is not the miracle. God gave him power. He did miracle for him. In the case of the Messiah, he is the miracle, for God is a miracle. His ability, his power, his ethic is a miracle. How I can be like God? I cannot. How I can have ethic like God? I cannot. How I can be loving like God? It's impossible for me. Yet he says, be holy like your Father. You see how high the project is? How high the requirement of Christ? He don't want people to say Shahada and you go to heaven, for this is a fraud. He don't accept hypocrisy. This is why he said, not everyone says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do his will. So you want to be with the Messiah? Do the will, not say Shahada. God is not a fool. You cannot fool God. He do not need someone to say, I witness God is one and Muhammad is a prophet, and then you go to heaven. That is a fraud. Because what that have to do with you going to heaven unless you do what God said? And how you can be following God and you go have sex with the children? And how you can be with God and you are killing and raping and stealing? To be with God is to be the same as God wanted you to be. Imagine the Muslim, when they enter the mosque, they take off their shoes. Why? They say the shoes are dirty. Wonderful. So how you enter the mosque without shoe? Because the mosque is the house of God, but you are going to enter heaven with endless penis. And women there, they're, excuse my language, they have no panties. And all what you do, dahman, pushing hard. So the shoes is a problem for you, but you having sex 24 hours, 7 days a week, non-stop, having an orgasm in the house of God is okay. Do you see the double stupid standard? So they take off their shoes in the house of God, which is just a building, not really a real house. But yet when you go to the real house of God in heaven, you are going to do what you do? How that can be? How I can be sitting in the house of God with no shame, and this God, he is happy. He provide me women I never met. You see, God created Adam and Eve. So if God, he says, okay, I will give you Eve like Adam. I understand a woman, she love me, I love her. That's wonderful. But God, who created women just for sex, women I never met. And all of them, they have the same look, which is very funny and stupid. Imagine you enter a dating website. And all the women in this dating website, they have the same face. And they have the same name. Their name is Hur. And all of them, they have transparent skin. You can see through the marrow of their bones. I mean, how silly. Because if you have 1 million of them, or one, it's the same. You are still seeing one woman. They have the same face, same look. And all the men, by the way, in heaven, they will look the same too. All of them, they will look like Joseph. Actually, I remember once. I was doing a seminar in the Philippines. So we were playing the video. It's called Description of Paradise, if you remember. And the Sheikh, he was saying, everybody, brother, in the heaven of Allah will look like Joseph. Everybody, brother. And the funny, there was a guy between those who they are, he's a Christian, but he's funny, you know, he don't mind to, like, let us say, joke about himself. He stood up, he says, by the way, my name is Jesus, as Joseph, they will look like me. The guy, he have no teeth, but he's very full of sense of humor. He have no teeth. I mean, he looked really funny. God bless him. I'm not making fun, but he was like, really? My name is Joseph. They will look like me, you know? So, and people die laughing. So all men, they will look like Joseph. All women, they will look like the whore. And if you have 1 billion women, all of them, they have the same face, the same name, and even they say the same song. Even they have a song. If you have my book, Sex and Allah, you will see that. So what's the point of this woman? Having 10 women in your house, all of them, they have the same name, they have the same face, the same eye, the same height, and they speak the same language and the same words. They don't even speak extra words. Like they are programmed, like toys. And all of us, we will look like Joseph. So imagine you enter a dating website, and then everybody, every profile have the same age, the same description, and the same face, and the same lips, and the same height. The same for the men and the women. This is how silly, how stupid it is. Be vigilant, be smart, be intelligent. Otherwise, the devil, he will not hesitate to make fun of you if you are stupid. And again, I repeat, if a fool like Muhammad can fool you, how fool are you? I'm not going to say how foolish, I will say how fool, because foolish is an act. Fool is you being a fool. Even it's more correct in English to say foolish, right? But I will say how fool are you? Because you adopted foolishness, and now you are the fool. Not only you are doing foolishness, you are the fool. You embrace foolishness. So I want to say thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you. And soon we are going to publish a few books for free. And one of them is A Deception of Allah in the Indonesian language. Very soon it's going to be out for free. All right. So thank you. May the Lord bless you. And may the Lord save you all from the evil and evildoers. Doesn't matter who they are. Love the Muslims. We love the Hindus, we love the Buddhas, we love the atheists, but the question is, do they want that love? Do they love the Lord as He loved them? That is dependent on you, and it's your choice. Christ is Lord, Islam is false, and we see you soon again.